So we are back today in Kingston Inn for part 2 of our summer of coasters. I'm going to tackle a couple coasters I missed last time around. It's a solo trip out today, so you're just hanging with Corbin. Not a whole lot on the list today. Just want to check out a couple of those coasters, like I said, that I missed. I might do a couple in-depth reviews of some coasters. If that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, just let me know. Besides that, I'm just going to chill, hang out, have a nice Sunday afternoon. Now this is one of my favorite sections of the entire park. It's incredibly shaded. There's lots of good music going on. This used to be an old 3D attraction. It was a SpongeBob adventure for a while. It's closed down now and there's nothing in there. I'm looking forward to seeing what they put in there next. Then over here, we have the old-timey antique cars. Now during the Halloween haunt, this is kind of fun because that gets a Halloween overlay. And they throw, tons of scare actors out there in the woods while you're driving around in those cars. That's a lot of fun. Also back here, there's a lot of great water features. This area is home to the Whitewater Canyon ride and also the log flume. So it's got that great woodsy feel back here. And then also there's the Parched Pig. The Parched Pig is a barbecue shop that I hear is pretty delicious. Maybe we'll check that out today for lunch. We'll see. Here's the Shenandoah Lumber Company log flume. I don't think we'll be getting on that today because I'm not looking to get soaked. But it is a fun ride and it's a great ride, when it's hot outside. If you're looking to get a little wet, it's a good ride to ride. They're not looking like they're getting too drenched out there. Maybe we'll give it a shot. Now here is a little view of the last lift hill before the big drop at the end of the log flume. Goes right next to the queue for the Whitewater Canyon. There's some people going up right now. Takes you up pretty quick, and then as soon as they get up there, you hear a big scream from everyone being dropped down the side. There they go. And the splashdown. The next one's heading up right after them. So the log flume is right there. And then right next to that, we have the other water ride in the park, the Whitewater Canyon Raft Whitewater Experience. I've never been on this one. I've been on the log flume before. It's pretty fun. Just a well-themed, typical log flume. Here's a little glimpse of the whitewater rafting experience. I'll walk back up a little bit further up the exit and see if we can get a good view of it. Can't really see much. But we do see a little view of the unloading area right there, and the end of the ride. People don't look like they're too soaked. The line is kind of long right now. It's a hot day, end of June. It's about 90 out. The line for this and the line for the log flume are both about 35 minutes. People look like they're having fun. They look like they're a little hot, waiting to get off there though. Okay, so let's hop over and let's check out some coasters. I did come over to tackle Backlot Stunt coaster, knock that one out off the list, but it is currently down. So while I'm over here, I'm gonna go grab a ride on Intimidator because it's at a 0-minute wait, and then I guess we'll hop into Flight of Fear because we still have to do that one. Hopefully Backlot Stunt coaster comes back up today so we can get a ride on that. If not, we'll hit it some other time. I've never ridden it before. Bryce has ridden it. He said it's okay. It's nothing to be too excited about. It seems like it's pretty themed. There's a helicopter. I don't know if you can see it up there, but there's a helicopter on top. I think it's got explosions as you go through, but we'll see if I get on it today. Intimidator looks like it's pretty much a walk-on, so I want to hop on there. I think I'm going to wait for front row. I've never ridden in front row. Seems like it's going to be a lot more fun up front. We'll see. I my hair's a mess, but I just got off the very front row of Intimidator, and I had to wait through about an extra 8 trains to get front row. But man, I think that might have been the best ride experience I have ever been on. I loved it. It was insane. You just drop, you crest that hill, and you're just nothing but the ground. You feel like you're falling, and then the speed, you really do feel like you're in a race car with nothing in front of you. And also, it is the most comfortable seat I've been on in that train, especially as a taller guy. You know, you got big knees. The front train is set up like a race car, so it looks like a race car. So it's completely open in the front, so you got plenty of room for your knees. There is no line, so I'm gonna go hop on again. I'm gonna ride it in the back seat and see if that's too wild, because it's pretty wild in the middle. Let's see how wild the back seat is. But man, if it's worth it. If you get the chance and it's not that much longer of a wait to ride the front row, get in that line and ride front row, because it is so good. So good. Hands down the best ride in the park. Okay, just got off riding Intimidator 12 times. I couldn't stop riding it, it's so good. I was gonna hop into Flight of Fear, but the queue's looking pretty long to that. I'm gonna head over and see if the Backlot coaster's back running yet. Hopefully hop on that. And if it's not, maybe I'll run by Dominator and get on that, and then come back and do Flight of Fear later. Backlot is back up and running, so it's time to hop on that and check that one off the list of coasters. The line doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. I'm kind of excited about this one. I know it's not crazy thrilling or anything, but I always love a good theme. And this one seems like it's got a good theme. Okay. There we go. Just got off, there it is, Backlot Stunt coaster. It's a lot of fun. It's good theming. I enjoy the theming of it. Oh, it's just a little camera. It's not like crazy intense or anything like that, but it has a couple fun moments to it, and I really like the theming. I will say it does take forever to load for some reason. I don't know if they're just having a slow day and they're off or something, or what, but it does take a while to load, and that's kind of annoying. And also the queue does not have a lot of shade, so on a hot day you're just sitting there baking in the sun. But people are having a good time with it, so it's a good ride. Check it out if you got the time. So they're just announcing, these people, that the drop tower is stuck. So they're all just stuck at the top of the drop tower, hanging out. It seems like a worst nightmare for a lot of people, just waiting for it to drop. But hopefully they're not stuck up there too long, because it's a hot day to be stuck, 150 feet in the air, 200 feet in the air, something like that. Just, they're on their way. So I don't know if they're bringing in park people to fix it, or if they I swear I heard them say the fire department, but I don't know. I'll hang out for a little bit and see what happens, how they get them down. Okay. Next what we're going to do is we're going to hop in Flight of Fear, and we're going to give that a run. If I remember right, I really like this ride, but it's been a long time since I've ran it. That's the building back there that the ride's actually in. Oh my God, even the theming on the outside is pretty good. Flight of Fear. There's my boy Intimidator 305 over there. Flight of Fear I've ridden before. It's really themed, like extraterrestrial kind of theme. It's a lot of fun. It's dark, but I'm looking for something with a little bit more thrills right now. So let's see what we can find. Now, on the way over to Dominator, I'm walking through Planet Snoopy. I don't really say a whole lot about Planet Snoopy when I come through. There's not a whole lot here that I do, because it's, for children. But I will say that they do have tons of options here. Tons of little rides. There's little swings over there. There's a nice little cart that goes around. It just shows you around Planet Snoopy. It looks like there's bumper cars over there. There's a teacup style ride. There's a family care center over here too, so it really is a family theme park. There are tons of things to here to do with your kids. There are even a couple like smaller, like first roller coasters to go on. A lot of fun over here. And then there's Boo Blasters. We rode that last time we were here. I'll link that video in the description down below and throw a title card up in case you're interested about that. But Boo Blasters, that was a fun little ride. If you're looking to do a little laser shooting while you're in the park, that's fun. But that is where we're heading now. The last major roller coaster that we have to tackle in this park, Dominator. There are tons of places to sit around this park, which is nice, especially as a family park. If you're bringing maybe grandma and grandpa and they don't want to, you know, ride all the coasters, run around from place to place, they do have places to sit, relax, enjoy some food. And it is a pretty park, especially in this entrance. It's really pretty here. And here we go. Tucked right in the front of the park is our last roller coaster that we need to tackle. Dominator. I think this is a floorless roller coaster, which will be kind of fun. It's got a loop over there that looks just like a mini-sized loop from the Hulk. If you're in the Hulk, it looks just like a tiny version of that over there. I do like how this welcomes you when you first come into the park. When you first pull up, it's the first thing you see. Looks like the track there is a little different color. That's interesting. It's orange and yellow. I wonder if they had to replace the yellow section. Okay, let's hop on.
Outstanding careers. The amusement park industry gets outstanding leaders. At Cedar Fair, we take fun seriously and are proud to work with BGSU, a public university for the public good. Take the ride of your life. Learn more about RAM. Visit us at bgsu.edu/cedarfair.
Got off Dominator. If you like flipping, this is the coaster for you. It flips. I'm looking right now, I see 3 flips, and it flips behind me multiple times. It's a lot of fun. It's a good ride. I wouldn't say it's great. A lot of people were saying how smooth it was on there, but I didn't think it was particularly smooth. I do like that it's floorless, so you feel your feet dangling, and when you flip, you see your feet like flying up over your head, you know. So that's kind of fun. I will say it takes forever to load because they check everybody's pockets, make sure you don't have anything in there. They wouldn't even let me hold my glasses, and I was already locked in, so they took my glasses and put them in a bin for me. So they make sure that everything you have has to go in a bin. Probably makes sense because it flips over and over again, so that makes sense, you know. But it does just take longer to load because of that. So that checks off the last major coaster at King's Dominion that we have to tackle today. There are a couple other smaller coasters that I don't know if we'll do, like Zapple Apple at the Zapple Apple, and then there's like some of the like first coasters over in Snoopy's. I don't know if we'll end up doing those. Maybe if we're desperate for content at some point. But all in all, it is a great location if you like roller coasters. They've got lots of fun little coasters to check out here. Okay, well, I'm gonna do a little bit more exploring. I might ride Intimidator one more time before I head out of the park, and then I will be on the way home. Okay, it is a long lift hill, so it takes you a while to get up to the top. But you get pretty good views. It's not super tall, but you get pretty good views of the park. And it's nice because your feet are dangling. You want to make sure to take off any flip-flops or anything like that. And then this was probably my favorite part, even though it's not super exciting. Just this nice, gentle drop here. I love that part. You drop here, you go into your first loop, and you go around, you bank here, and you loop. And this is only the first half of the coaster. There's an entire another half that's on the backside of the ride. Okay, that is it for me today from King's Dominion. I was able to get on the rest of the big coasters that I wanted to ride today, knock those out. I added, I believe, 3 coasters to our credits. I will fact check that, and if that's not right, I'll add a correction down here below. And I'll also talk about the entire list of coasters that we hit for the summer coasters so far. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time today. It is a beautiful day. A little bit hot. It was a solo trip. I would have rather been out here with, you know, a bunch of friends. It's always more fun with more people, but I still had a good time by myself. And yeah, just got on a ton of coasters. I ended up riding Intimidator a total of 15 times today, and I would have snagged a couple more, but I was just a little coastered out. It is hands down the best ride in the park. I made a comment last time that I was here that I think the staff was a little grumpy. That was my only like real negative I had to say about the park. I will say this time I did run into a lot more staff that were friendly. So maybe it was just everyone was having a bad week last week, and you know things are going better for them. But with all that being said, King's Dominion, Summer Coasters, Part 2, Corbin there, done that. See you guys later.